I am so broke. I need cash, and Black Friday didn't satiate my thirst for greed-driven violence. Anyone fancy robbing a bank with me? It's to hide my face. I'm a mummy. Payday 2 is a crime simulator designed as a 4-player co-op game developed by the Swedish developer Overkill software. Following in the footsteps of games such as Grand Theft Auto, you clearly do not play as the protagonists in this game as you steal, destroy and maim your way to your ultimate goal of lots of money. So let's slip on our masks and get to it. Payday 2 has a rather deep level of tactical strategy to it, even starting in the way that you set up your team. There are different character classes to play as, and it will benefit your team to have as diverse a group as possible to take advantage of the fact that there are multiple ways to complete your jobs. For example, doors can be picked, blown open with C4, or sawn through, and your choice should depend on whether you need to get through that door quickly or silently. Your pre-planning phase allows you to view any maps, buy insider info, or any other tools or extra support you may need. These things will not only give you the best possible chance at success, but also give you that advantage to completing your tasks stealthily and getting those bonus payoffs. Speaking of being stealthy, getting your job done in such a way isn't easy. You need the right crew and proper planning by casing the buildings, familiarising yourself with your surroundings, and looking for security before putting on your mask and going in guns blazing, and sticking to your plan with precision, and as a team, or one mistake or improper crowd control will lead to an alarm being raised and the police arriving pretty promptly, and they will come packing more heat than a private army sent to take down John Matrix. What starts as a few relatively easy security guards quickly escalates into a full-blown SWAT infiltration, and if one guy goes Rambo a la Call of Duty, he'll be eating asphalt faster than you can count to 10. The enemy AI is great too. They'll surround you, rappel up buildings and through sunroofs, position snipers to make your final run to the escape vehicle difficult, and just generally make life really difficult for you. Gunfights are intense and exciting, often forcing you to hunker down and move as a team when necessary. A lot of the locations are recycled for each mission, but are slightly randomised in much the same way as Left 4 Dead 2, meaning players are still kept on their toes even when they feel familiar with their surroundings, and finding that extra bit of loot for a better payoff that little bit harder to achieve. If you're after a story, there isn't much of one here. The closest you'll get is the multi-day missions that involve a number of jobs creating a sort of mini-story. For one such event, we had to infiltrate and steal some weapons for the first part to weaken our target rival cartel, then infiltrate an FBI building to get information on where they keep their money. The grand finale involved breaking into their bank, setting up a camera and recording all the action as their money burnt to cinders. This shows us that the missions you undertake aren't always as simple as break into said building and steal money. Missions range from simple jewellery heists and robbing banks, preferably without killing civilians, to initiating a roadblock and assaulting an armoured vehicle or just busting up a mall for protection money. So you're not exactly going to get tired of this very quickly. Plus, when does running into a bank and yelling at everyone to drop to the floor get old? So, what do you do with your hard-earned cash? Well, you'll spend them on abilities, new weapons and upgrades, which are all terribly expensive, so you'll probably be grinding out easier missions to begin with until you can afford the gear to be able to take on those pesky 4-skull jobs. Or, if you're the gambling type, the pro jobs that will have a big payoff but you'll only get one shot at. If there are any gripes I were to have with this game, it's that the single player isn't great. The friendly AI is lacking, relegated to simply acting as a meat shield, returning fire and helping you up when you're down. You can't order them to pick locks, drill safes, pick up items, or even to cover you, often leading to officers running directly through them to melee you while you're trying to protect a drilling operation, even when it's glaringly obvious that you need protection. There are points as well where you'll find invisible walls where you wouldn't expect to, which is annoying in this day and age, but is only a minor inconvenience. So, in summary, if you have the friends to play with, this game is probably one of the most fun games I've ever played cooperatively. Its difficulty scales well and it's rewarding, leaving you feeling like a badass by the end of it. However, if you don't play well with others, you'll probably want to give this one a miss. Payday 2 is available on Xbox 360, PS3 and PC and earns the Through Boggy Terrain Fun as Hell award, and if you're tired of waiting for the online GTA heists, you'll find a void filled with this game.
How long have we got?
Drove out to the edge of town, rolled it into the ocean, and I watched her drown. Got back home around midnight. She was waiting at the door. I never answered.